Happy Thursday. Oh, no, I lied. It's Wednesday. Somebody give me a calendar. I've been busy. A virtual assistant is really what I need because I cannot keep up with nothing these days. And that's what happens when you multitask. Welcome to tonight's drinks the day after. We're going to be talking about the curse of the migraine tonight, you guys. As I understand, I am not the only one who has been beset and besieged by head pain. We almost lost Lady Sanchez and Can to migraines, and today you almost lost your girl. But between BCs and black coffees, I am okay. How y'all doing? Hey, Lady Sanchez.
Hey, Bubbles.
Hey, Sam.
Hello.
Come on in to sit down, grab yourself a seat. How you doing?
Hello, YouTube.
How you doing, Sam?
Hey, lady. How's your head?
It was, you know what? It's good right now.
Good.
So I'm just taking it easy. But I do believe stress is bringing it on. Yeah, but right now I'm doing good. But I'm going to tell you what, when I tried to come into space earlier, it was acting like it was going to start up. I was like, man, I think I probably need to take a break from the spaces.
Well, we are, since you mentioned that, we are actually getting ready to go on break for the holidays because everybody gets busy. And so I think the best thing for us and the listeners, I know you guys have lives too. So the best thing for us is to take a break before Thanksgiving because people are usually busy the week of Thanksgiving, shopping for last minute ingredients,
Yeah,
getting the
yeah.
house ready and doing all of that. So next Friday is the 19th, if I'm not mistaken, and that will be our last show for November. And then we will also be off the week of Thanksgiving because people are usually, again, making room for family members the week of Thanksgiving. My mama's going to be here. So I know I won't be having time to be on here and keeping my mama entertained for that week. And if you got guests, y'all probably ain't either. So we will
I
probably
gotta cook.
reconvene.
God help me.
And then Black Friday, as y'all kick off for Christmas the day after Thanksgiving. So we might come back like the first week in December and catch up and then go back on hiatus because the whole month of December is Christmas and Christmas planning, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Al Malaguena. People celebrate a whole bunch of different things. And if you don't, you don't. I do Festivus personally. I've celebrated
Yes, honey.
for about 20 something years now. We're a Festivus household. So everybody's got something to do. I got to get a damn pole. And I always run out of time, and the company in Minnesota that was selling the poles don't sell the damn poles no more. So I just got to get a regular flag pole for the living room this year. See, people got
Ooh, I thought you was talking about a stripper pole, Bubbles. I was about to say, wait a minute.
well now
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna get one of those for the other room, but the other room is gonna
Right.
be a welcome center for the dogs now. Girl, I went to a pole dancing class. We can talk about that in a minute. Hold on a second, put a pin in that. But I just want the listeners to know that we going on break because I don't want nobody to be shocked. I will post the dates on Twitter so y'all will know when we won't be here. So nobody will be expecting to see us because we're gonna be doing the holidays. Y'all, we all gonna be doing the holidays. The
Sounds
stripper
good.
pole. So, Lady Sanchez, last year, was it last? It had to be last year because I was cold. Yep, it was last year because I was cold.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it this year? No, it was last year because I was cold. Because this year I was doing dogs. So I got this wild hair that I wanted to learn how to pole dance because
Mm-hmm.
it's great exercise. Like there are videos of women who started out bigger than me and they learned how to pole dance and now they got 6-pack abs and the
Yeah.
skin tight and just they walking on the ceiling. That's all I
Oh,
want to do. I just want to walk on the ceiling,
there
y'all.
you
That's
go.
all I want.
You
I
want a
just want to
gangster
gangster
walk.
walk on the air. I want a
Nothing
gangster
wrong
walk.
with that. Nothing wrong with
So
it.
I got this Groupon. We have a club. Well, it wasn't a Groupon. We have a place here where they teach you how to do all the Cirque du Soleil shit. So the ribbons, when you're climbing the
Oh, the
silk,
silks.
you're climbing the silks. They had the loops, the hoops, and then the pole. So I did the silks first because I was like, this looks like it might be the easiest thing. I like this. Lies. I don't know how skinny people do it, but I'm going to tell you right now, this fat girl was not meant to be trying to climb bed sheets. Esme is my hero because she shimmied the bed sheet, honey. I couldn't even do the basic of things. Holding on with my feet to that knot. So the next class I took was the hoops class. And I
Hmm.
thought, surely this will be better. It's a hoop. I can hold on to it. People be sitting on the hoops. I got this. Honey,
Hmm.
my niece said, bitch, I don't bend for squats and I don't bend for hoops either. My knee got in that hoop and I almost did not make it down. And they tell you, well, you
Mm-mm.
have to be okay to fall because sometimes you're gonna fall. And the pads that was catching us was whisper thin. Whisper thin.
Oh,
You want me to
wow.
fall on this whisper thin pad. Ma'am, I am 300 and some odd pounds. I'm never going to just fall on anything, first of all. So
Gonna
when
get
I
a
finally
contusion.
got my leg out of, and then the other people around me, they flipping around. This is a beginner's class, and some of the more seasoned people are in there because one girl was coming back from knee surgery, but like she doing all these. Ma'am, you in the wrong damn class to be spinning on the outside of the hoop like that. You're not motivating me. You're making me ask why am I in this class? It's supposed to be 101 and you over here teaching master hoops. Bye. So the third class was the stripper pole. And I was like, okay, I got this. It's a pole. It's a stripper pole. It's stable. That's a lie. If y'all stripper poles move, y'all. Do you know that they have two different kinds of stripper poles? There's the ones that don't move, and then they're the ones that move, and you have to learn to move with the pole. So basically, you're a whole gyroscope. You just hold on. Once you get to swinging around the pole swings you. I said no, thank you. So they showed us how to batten the poles down so the poles wouldn't swing with us. So all of these moves that you're doing to try to swing around this pole and be seductive, my knee was like, you was not seductive 25 years ago, and you not fixing to be seductive with a torn meniscus. So you might want to figure something out. I could not do the pole dancing either. So, but I only spent like $25 to do a sample pack of all three classes. If I thought that I was going to lose my mind and try to do it again for some reason, I probably definitely would go back to the pole because I've seen what pole dancing has done for a lot of people's physical fitness. But my body ain't trying to get fit like that. My body trying to get fit by just walking around the corner 3 times a week. That's what my body said it's going to do.
I wish I had the energy to walk around. I mean, literally, I have in my mental mind, I have the energy. I feel like I say I'm going to go and walk today for 30 minutes. And God damn it, I just don't have the physical energy to do it.
But you know what I do, Sam? I find a walking video on YouTube. And that's what I do because I can still do stuff in the house. So I'll sit there and walk with Leslie saying something, but I'm taking notes with Alexa at the same time because I got to remember other stuff that I got to do. And I can watch another show while I'm watching. This little TV I got has like a picture in picture. I haven't figured out how to use it with YouTube yet. But I can watch two things at one time, which I usually do because I'll have my phone propped up on something. So I'll prop up my phone, like if I want to watch a TV show or something to keep my mind off the fact that I'm exercising. I'll watch something else. Like I'll watch a quick little 30-minute something on Hulu. And then once the show is over, my walk is over. So I'll catch up on Abbott Elementary. And I'm laughing, so I don't really think about how much I hate walking because I'm doing something that I like while I'm doing something that I hate. So I'm tricking my brain. Try that.
So personally, I don't like my walking inside the house. I've done it. I've done walking in the gyms, and personally, I prefer walking in outside
Okay.
around something. Even if it's, it ain't even got to be scenic. I just prefer, I don't know, I guess the sun and whatever. I like the outside.
Hmm. I ain't never
But
got
anywho,
outside, but I try to go because I got a dog and I know she appreciates it. But girl, 9 times out of 10, if I well, we have a soccer field. I like once I get outside, I'm like, okay, I like this. I just have to get there. But like right now, if you were like, you want to go for a quick walk? No, no, we can walk
mhm.
on the Wii. You want to walk on the Wii? We can do that. That's scenic because they got a whole little island. Let's just go walk on the Wii. That's me. But then we'll get outside and I'll be like, I don't know why we ain't do this sooner. We should have came out of here when it was light out. That's me.
It's always fun. I mean, if you don't have a partner, like, if you're not married, it's always fun to do it with like a girlfriend or something like that because that motivation, it's not based, so it's not like exercise, in other words. I think you enjoy it more if you find something that you like. And Sam, probably for you, you probably should do like, because if you go to a gym, oh, my niece just had a baby, y'all. Oh,
Oh my
congratulations.
goodness!
Um,
Oh, tell her
so
congrats.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna
Congratulations.
go on mute for a little while and text her. Sorry about that, guys. Hang on
That's
one
Oh
great.
wow!
second.
That's wonderful news.
Great ain't it?
Look at there! Look at there! Life happens, right?
Right.
It sure do. It never stops.
She a great
Yes,
ain't it? We gonna call her Gigi now. Gigi
I
Sanchez.
I know that's right. Oh,
So,
so
excuse me. So, who are we gonna crack it open with? The good, the bad, or the ugly fashion show?
since
Well,
it's already 12 minutes into the show, I think that until 8:30. What do you think, Bubs?
Well, I didn't watch today's Bub, so whatever y'all want to do.
yeah,
Oh, the bowl. Oh, I will
Yeah,
freely
I
I
didn't
have
admit,
a
watch
I
the
didn't.
request,
bowl.
Bubble.
I did not watch bowl. I read the recaps and I picked up on a couple of tweets. We missed nothing.
Yeah, I ain't watching that fuck
Exactly.
shit show. I'm not watching that fuck shit show for a while. I got a request, Bubbles, if you don't mind, for
oh,
later. Once y'all get done with um, once y'all get done with your soap recap,
okay, okay.
is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Well, Bubbles, if you don't mind, and if we can dive into bold, I mean, I know the viewers, the listeners over, the Yardigans, they like to hear it since it wasn't too much going on, if
Oh,
everybody
well, girl, I don't know
agree.
because Amaya says she is never gonna watch Bold till it shapes up.
I'm
Girl,
with
you may
my,
not
I'm
She's
never
with
not
watch
wrong.
it
She's
Amaya.
not wrong. She's
then.
not wrong. Well,
I'm with
we can
Amaya.
Yeah. Well,
we can
we
get
can knock it out in this
We
before
can
we
yeah
nip
start.
it in
we
the
can get
bud.
Knock it out.
we can get
Let's
bold
have
out
at it.
quick.
Get out the
Let's
way.
have at
So
this gong show.
All right.
I
All
watched.
right.
I actually watched it today. I can't really remember shit that happened. Brooke got served the papers today.
Annulment papers at that.
Yeah, she got served annulment papers. Uh,
Cue the
Katie,
violins.
Katie and Carter was sitting there talking about it. Katie started crying because Brooke is just sitting there at the house.
Crying.
So
All alone. Yes, she
Brooke is
cried for her
sitting
sister's
there with
broken
those
heart, apparently.
papers, sitting
Um,
alone with those papers, annulment papers, Carter.
how
Oh
you
my
cry over
God.
how you cry over a bitch who wrecked
Like,
your marriage? I don't know, but I
Multiple
guess
times.
it's the bitch that slept with your husband twice and would have had this baby if it wasn't for for the miracle of a miscarriage.
it's
You
like,
really sit
girl.
there crying about her getting annulment papers that free her up for the man who was just in your face 2 days ago talking about he wants you back. You were really wasting Logan. Okay, girl, what the fuck ever. So then,
Clownery.
oh, Thomas and Steffi was on, but I'm gonna get to them last.
Hmm.
Um, so Ridge decided he was gonna go over to Brooke's house because she got the papers today, and she really shouldn't be alone when she get. What the fuck?
Oh boy.
Oh my
Oh
god.
boy.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
This
So
show
he
like
went
makes me
over
sick.
there
It's
because
literally making me ill.
he want to make sure that Brooke's okay because she's getting these papers. You know, it's the end. She getting the papers. He gonna take his raggedy ass over to the house, and I had to laugh because for a minute I was like, she's fucking right. She said, "What do you want? Why are you here?" Yeah, he said, "Well, you know, you're getting these papers." She was like, "Yeah, and what you want? You supposed
Exactly.
you supposed to be all over here in love with Taylor, but you ending this and you won't tell me why. So what the fuck is you doing here, dude?"
Exactly.
That
What do
was a
you do?
valid question. So
What
what
are
did
you
he
doing
say?
here? Hmm.
Right.
That
So
was a valid question. Yeah.
for 2 seconds, I was like, this makes sense because if you're supposed to be all in love with somebody else that you done left her for and you giving her papers, why are you going to apologize for sending her papers?
Yeah.
That's really fucking stupid. So back at the office, Steffi and Thomas, y'all, I groaned. I didn't tweet about it, but I groaned because it
Mm.
really felt like they were sitting there feeling sorry for Brooke.
I
Um,
didn't want to see
Why?
Brooke hurt,
I
so
didn't want
let's
Why
save
is
that
the
shit.
narrative being pushed upon us to feel sorry for us? Look, for interloper. Y'all know what I want to call it.
a slut
But
for
the point
status.
is,
Yeah.
what are they trying to get from people who literally are still watching this show to be feeling sorry for some character like Brooke? Like literally, she has literally not earned anything other than for people to just not like her.
That's the
Right.
gaslighting,
And for
Ken
the
Ken.
last couple of
It
months,
is.
and for the
That's the
last
mind
couple of
fuck.
months, he's been
It is.
dragging his
It
kids.
is
It is.
exactly.
It's
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 all
it's
about
absolutely pathetic. Like
all of
every
this
other
sympathy
character
vote
on this
shit.
show who's worth
Mm-mm.
the investment is getting blackballed. Like literally, like it sucks. Like is Hollywood out of good writers or what? Like
I don't
It's
even
not the writers. It's
Oh,
it's
it's
the
not the
head
writers;
writer.
it's the
It's the
head
It's
writer.
just the head.
it's
It's just
him. It's
one
his
person.
fanfic. It
Yeah.
right. It's his perspective, and that's how come. I wish I'm
I
feeling
couldn't
so
work for a
much
show like that.
right.
I'm
It's
sorry,
just
my name is on the show. Why would I want to work for? So if you need me just to write dialogue, don't put my name on it, cause it is making me look bad.
But that's the thing, though, Can. He has been skating off of the bells off of that
Off the
name
Bell
since.
last, of the Bell
Clearly,
name, the
That's
Bell
yes,
right.
legacy.
He has been
you're right.
literally escaping and winning. And you
Hmm.
see, and that's the disgusting part about it, is
Hmm.
because you are only still here because of the people before you.
Right, the
You hear what
foundation
I'm
was
saying?
already laid for you, and
You
all you had
just
to do was follow suit, and here you are fucking it up.
But you see, but he's still winning off of that quote, that status quo though. You still around because not because if we get into the nitty gritty of it, if we let's put you up for review. It is time for your review, and let's see what Brad Bell has done. Let minus the Bells, minus William Bell, minus all their creativity, the sister, the siblings, the
Mhm.
executives, of the producers, minus all of that. What have you done, Brad Bill? Let's put that on paper. Yeah, let's review you. Let's see what you have done.
Fuck up a
Absolutely
formula.
shit.
He's fucked up.
Absolutely
He's
shit.
fucked up. He's fucked up a formula that has literally worked for other soap operas, and he literally all he had to do was follow suit.
Was keep it
All he
going, but
literally
he
had to do was do
just keep it
what
going. Just
yeah,
basically keep it going. Stick
that's
to
it.
If you stick to the narrative of the show, Bold could still be, and that's another thing. The Bold and the Beautiful. Why are we still calling it the Bold and the Beautiful? It is no longer that. I mean,
No, it's
it
not.
is literally the Brooke and the Logan show. That's I mean,
Pretty much.
basically that's let's just call it Brooks and her siblings, or Brooks and family, because it's no longer the Bold and the Beautiful. It's
We can
not a
call it the
soap
It's
boring and the
not.
anymore.
washed out. Like
And
literally, it's very boring. Don't nobody want to see
nothing
a
is
show centered
happening.
around one
okay.
character.
So what did happen on Bold
Okay,
again?
so Okay, so all that really happened was you got all this poor Brooke bullshit, not just from her sister, who shouldn't feel sorry for her considering she fucked her husband, but that's another story. But you even have Thomas and Steffi sitting up there going, well, this is the best thing and it's good for Dad, but we're sorry that Brooke is hurt, etc., etc. Then you have Ridge going over to Brooke and saying, and Brooke once again asking him, well, what did I do, such and such, and him once again not addressing it, not just point blank saying it. You called CPS on my son, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and Katie and
So
Carter
what
in the
did he
office.
say though? But did what did he say?
He
Was he
didn't say
still
anything.
there
He
when the
still.
show ended? Was he still there with her, or did they wrap it up and he left?
I have no idea. This is strictly from the recaps because I could not give them that 19 minutes
I
today.
think
I
he was
just.
Well, what
still at
Bubbles?
the house.
He's
I
still
think
at the house.
Yeah, I think he was still at the house because she's still trying to get out of him. Like, I don't even care anymore. I think I walked out of the room, but I think he's still over there at the house. Um Thomas and Steffi were still back at the office talking about
Mm-hmm.
how they didn't want to hurt Brooke, but they
Oh,
parents is back together. And then when Steffi left, we had to sit and watch Thomas fantasize about the CPS call again and
child.
say that he finally got Brooke Logan out of their lives, out of his
Oh,
daddy's life. And then the show went off with Thomas looking all menacingly into the camera.
The only thing I will say that was probably hilarious is that Brooke told Ridge that his children are
Oh
adults
yeah,
and he doesn't need to be with Taylor to look after them. I'm like, honey, the way you still raising your grown ass daughter who live in your backyard, we
that's
we
what I
really
said,
we
girl.
really
You
going
ain't
there?
even know Hope. You right now telling Hope how to live her life. Get
so,
out of here.
so that's what Brooke told Ridge, that his children are adults,
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
and he didn't say anything about Hope being still back there in that
Of
damn.
course not. Ridge don't get no clap back none when it come down to Brooke and her little sainted family. He never gets the clap back on anything related to that.
Well, what did he say after she said that?
He looked at her like she's stupid because all she's do. He didn't really say anything because she went back to asking him, "Why are you doing this, Ridge?" And that's pretty much how it ended with them.
So their whole scene probably was maybe 5 or 7 minutes long. That
If
entire scene was her just asking him over and over a repetitive monologue. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
hmm That's
Wow.
what I mean when I say we didn't miss a damn thing. This is not soap, okay?
Oh,
This is I want to honestly. I'll be honest. I think this even put the goddamn sitcoms to shame. A sitcom wouldn't allow for this bullshit.
wow. Yeah, because you
Okay.
got at least five every actor, if it's a comedy, at least every comedian have at least three skits. Even in just a 30 minute, even a 30 minute to an hour show, they're gonna have at least three skits. So what are you doing? What? And anyway, moving on to Katie. Y'all said we got Katie in there.
Yeah,
Was is
Katie
there
and
any chemistry with Katie and Carter?
It looked at the fashion when they was at the last week. That was whenever the fashion show. Yeah, Thursday and Friday. He kissed her. And it just seemed I can't. I'm gonna say
It
this.
seemed
I'm
forced.
probably it
Okay.
did
It,
it seemed forced to me, and I'm gonna say I don't know if it's because I feel like maybe I might not be the best one to
I'm
comment on that.
biased, so I think
Yeah,
I know I'm biased.
I think I'm very biased. First of all, because of how they ended quarter and how Renna's exit was off the show, and the way they just threw Katie
Yeah,
at
they just
him like,
jammed them together like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich from hell.
yeah, here it is. Now eat it up, and it's like what? These two haven't even been on the same set together for how many months, or
So
maybe
tell me
even a
about their
year.
scene. So tell me about the scene with Katie and Carter. Was there anything personal about their interaction,
It
or
wasn't
was it
about
all about
them.
Brooke?
It was
Okay.
all about Brooke and how horrible it is for Brooke. It had absolutely nothing to do with either one of them.
Okay. All right. Well, hell, I think that we was okay. So we still got 6 minutes. Did you want to tell us what's going on with Steffi and Thomas, or was that it? They pretending like
Um,
they
That was basically it. Them
that's
sitting
basically
there
it.
talking about how they felt bad for what Brooke was going through, but their parents deserve this to be together.
okay.
And
All right.
KA and Krista, we Taylor wasn't on canvas today.
No,
Nope, she
Yeah,
was
It doesn't
not.
yeah,
sound like it.
we need to literally start taking account. Like we haven't seen her since they bought the house. If somebody can go back and look and see what day that episode aired, let's take account and see how long it is until we see Taylor back on the show.
I got
Someone
one
And
better
who's
what
for
about
vital
you.
to the
Finn? Did we
script.
get Finn today?
Nope,
She
nope.
Nope.
The
no,
people we mentioned, that was it.
no,
Ridge, Steffi, Thomas, Carter,
Okay.
Katie, and that is it.
because
Absolutely.
it's
Wow.
very freaking funny. They still got that one freaking shot of Krista in the opening. Everybody else
Right
got two
smack
or three
dab in the
shots, a
middle.
brand new shot. She got one glamour
Right
shot.
smack dab in the middle, just plastered over top
You
of
know,
the opening credits. But that's okay.
So it'll be
But you know,
easy
trash,
for them to take it down when she go.
Yep.
trash.
Yep.
let's see.
Exactly.
Exactly. And
Based on my estimate, the last time we saw Taylor was October 25th. From
25th. So that was
25th,
okay.
26th,
Okay, let's
something
take
around that.
account. What's today? Today is the ninth.
Today's the
Today's the
ninth.
ninth.
10 days.
How many days, the bubbles?
15.
Okay, 15 days. That's two weeks in a day. All right.
Mhm.
Let's take account. We gonna keep this going every day and see when they gonna air her.
I don't think I'm going to do that
What?
because
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give them. So listen, indulging in retweeting and their hashtag is giving them more than what they given us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
I'm not hashtagging them. If anything, I really would love for people to start hashtagging fuck Bo. I mean, like literally, I was so
I
serious.
retweeted yours
I'm
today.
so serious.
I
yeah.
did, Can. I retweeted yours, and if anybody, if it's any negativity of anybody, basically, what I've been retweeting is shit like that. Basically, your show sucks.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
stand with J Max. Release Krista and J Matt. I don't mind retweeting and tagging for things like that. But
Hmm.
for something like, oh well, Brooke, just like basic
Yeah.
stuff. Well, what Brooke did today? No, 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 no,
Mm-mm.
no,
It's not
no,
even
My
no,
thing,
conversation.
not
That's
interested.
the
my
thing. Bold
my
is
thing
not even to the level of conversational at this point.
Yeah, yeah,
my thing is you can't be heard if you don't get it out there. Now
Yeah.
I can easily have just stepped away and stuff like that, but I'm keeping it to myself is not going to help me. It's not going to help who I
Right.
entertain with
I
this show.
I
So
think
my
everybody
thing
should
was
do it
to
their
get it
way.
out
Right.
there and also to aggravate some of the sponsorship.
yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, whatever makes you feel good at the time. I think everybody needs to release their frustrations in a way
Correct.
that is conducive to their state of mind. I am all for that. Sometimes I feel like doing nothing but dragging them. Sometimes I feel like doing nothing but getting far away from them as possible. So I think that it's good though we was able to get that out of the way and with 2 minutes to spare, 2 whole minutes.
Exactly.
So yes,
Can
no
we go
harm, no
on
foul.
to can we move
Why
on to
you not?
Y&R? Because that is where the action is.
Yeah,
Stefan, we
I
are
Yes,
actually
on
watched it
Y&R.
today. I actually watched
yes,
it.
Yes.
yes.
It,
Let's
I'm glad you
let's get
watched
into
it.
that.
it was cracking.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it really
was.
was.
I would like to start where the show started from, where we picked up at with with Abby, Chance, Devon, and Amanda because that shit was fire. I mean,
It was.
from Chance to look the way he was sit. I mean, and he just you see how Chance did Abby today. That's how I want my baby Cam to do Josh when he find out about Dix on General Hospital. I want Cam to do yes,
He
yes,
handled it. He handled that shit how
yes.
he needed to handle that shit. I'm not standing here having no conversation. I'm walking clean out of here.
And did you see that look? But he didn't even
Mm-hmm.
have to say nothing. I mean, just the look. He tried like she was just the
He looked at
scum.
her like trash.
Like the trash, the filth that she was, it was all in his eyes. And then I'm not gonna jump forward. I'm not gonna fast forward, but because I know we want to talk about Amanda's reaction too. But I want to get to the part where he told her ass about herself when they got back to the Chancellor house.
That
But go
was
ahead, dog. But
important.
yes,
Well,
but
well,
go
the thing
ahead.
is, well, when it comes down to what happened with those four, those conversations have two distinct parts. Is that what happened with Chance and Abby, and what happened with Devon and Amanda?
Amanda,
With
yes.
Chance and Abby, it went down how it was because Chance finally got to say a lot of shit that needed to be said. He point blank told Abby, this should not have been a surprise to me. This shit
Yeah.
was coming. This shit was building because you have been leaning on him far more than you leaning on me. And the part that I loved the most was that he finally addressed what we have been saying for ages. Basically, he said, I mean, when you counted out how many days have you and me spent together? And how many of those days, how often did you get what you needed from me? I mean, because I mean, let's be real. Chance and Abby were a microwave relationship and a microwave marriage.
Yep.
And before you knew it, they were married. They were planning to have a child, and that entire scenario just played out on its own. This marriage has been running on autopilot without either one of them actually doing anything to make it work. And now that they back in the same house with each other, trying to have a regular marriage, like real people, they found that connect was not there because Abby's priorities are completely different. She wants to be number one. She wants her and Dom to be number one at all times. And if she can't have that, she doesn't feel secure. And Chance is like, I need somebody who can take me seriously, who can understand my need to do my job and understand how important that is. To Abby, and I hate to say this, but because Abby is a silver spoon kid and has been from the moment of conception, she does not know what it means to value a job more than anything else, or to have a career where she puts everything into it. She can't comprehend that, so of course she don't understand what the hell Chance is talking about.
She threw that shit right back at Chance. When Chance told her, when she was trying to weasel her way out of it, yeah, I don't know what, because we were just interacting like we have done for, hundreds of times before, because we're friends. And, I don't know what was different, why I did that, why we did what we did. And and Chance, this is what Chance has been trying. He has been seeing it, right? He coming up when he come into her restaurant, and there her and Devon. When he come into his house, there her and Devon. When he come into Crimson Light, there her and Devon. And he looks. Sometimes he comes and joins. Sometimes he just turn around and go the other way. But he's been seeing it. Basically, he read the room. He understood the assignment since she went and found him in Italy and brought him home. He's been seeing it. I mean, he is not stupid.
Yeah,
But she has been the one running around acting like a child. And every time something
juvenile.
happens, yes, she runs to Devon. So that conversation that they had at Crimson Light when he was like, it was for the Halloween thing and he got called off. But instead of coming meet her at her restaurant, he went to Crimson Light and she charged him up and he told her that he was about to leave and he was like, you know what? No, wait a minute. Let's go ahead on and talk about it. Let's put it
That's
out all on the table. You hear what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Let's be real. We're not children here. We're both adults. But Abby, I'm gonna need you to be honest with yourself, though. Just say what it is. He gave her an opening. He gave her an out right there. But she was too, like you said, darling, juvenile to
Juvenile.
handle the conversation. So what did she do? She ran out and she left him there. But basically, he was like, "Look, I'm gonna just say what it is. Tell me how it is you really feel, because I'm gonna tell you how I really feel." He gave her that opportunity, and now what she did today was instead of taking responsibility, she threw it right back on him. Well, you're never there for
You're
me,
never there
Chance.
for
And
me.
Devon, yeah, Devon is always there.
You know, it reminded me so much of all the things that clicked in my head. I thought of The Last Boy
Liam.
Scout. No, I thought of the movie The Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
at the beginning of the movie, when he busts his wife, screwing technically his best friend, and she starts going into all these explanations, and she tells him, "Damn it, Joe, I was lonely," and he said, "Get a dog." that's
Yeah.
that's how I was looking at Abby when she was spewing this bullshit to Chance. I was like, he's there for us. It's like, honey, that's what you do. You feel like your husband isn't providing you the kind of support you need, and you go find that support by riding Devon's eggplant. I see. Okay. hmm You're not mature enough to be married to nobody.
That's what he was saying. Yeah, but he was telling her that at Crimson Light that day. That's what he was trying to, and she took offense by it.
And it was the absolute truth because she went out and proved that he was exactly right.
He told her, he said, "Look, we're adults here. We can't be hiding behind, we can't just create something, just, smoke screen and hide behind it. Just say what it is. I mean, we're adults. I can handle it." And he told her, he like, "Look, I can handle the fact that we both have full-time jobs. We may not be able to be there for each other 100% of the time, but I'm mature enough and adult enough to be okay with it and accept that. But you can't, Abby. You
Mhm.
cannot." And that was absolute facts.
Very
And
much
she
so.
proved it.
Mhm.
She
Anybody
proved
else
this
want
point.
Anybody else want to weigh in on Chance and Abby before we flip back to Amanda and Devon?
I just
I
want
got a question.
Mm.
Oh, go ahead, Bubbles.
Go
I
ahead,
just
Dubs.
want to say that I adore um uh oh, you said Chance and Abby. Hold on a second, let me
Mm.
back it up. Um Poor Chance should have stayed in Spain where he was playing dead because he didn't want to come home and be a daddy and a husband. He is kind of why they are where they are right now. He is the one who left Abby to be dependent on Devon all that time because he was playing dead like his daddy used to do. And if he wasn't
So
out
that
there playing dead like his daddy used to do, instead of talking about, "Oh well, I didn't want to come back home because I didn't think I'd be a fit dad for the baby you made with your best friend." If he hadn't stayed away, then Devon and Abby never would have formed this bond. I think we probably predicted this way back when they was out there mixing test tubes that this would be the end game, that Abby and Devon would end up together, especially when she said she
hmm
wanted her baby to look as much as like her husband as possible. And she passed on a white man with brown eyes and picked a black man with brown eyes, knowing good damn well, girl, that man ain't gonna match what your husband look like unless you end up marrying Devon someday. So maybe that was a spoiler. They threw us a Easter egg and we didn't
Subconscious.
even know it. Yeah.
right,
Exactly.
because that little baby Dominic is the just the most adorablest, and
Mm-hmm.
he
He
does look
is.
like he could be Abby's and Devon's kid.
Mm-hmm.
So if that was
Yep.
always the plan, it worked out
Worked
magnificently.
out
Because
perfectly.
that little bun is just adorable.
Yep.
And
And
And a
I
good
again,
just
so
sleeper,
said,
Bubbles, you
apparently.
now Bubbles, you kind of led right into my question. My question was, because I
come
don't
on.
watch Fire Not Regular, is that who is Chance now going to turn to?
He better go and turn back to Spain because I really don't see a place for him on the planet.
That's the thing.
I
Romantically
think he's gonna
speaking,
turn to Sharon.
Sharon's the only person who's available and not semi-attached to somebody right now.
And that's what somebody else said, but I'm tired of Sharon breaking in all the damn men.
Yeah, especially this one. He already broke in, so
Did
no
y'all
need
see
for
my
such.
question?
Wait. Let's see. Now,
And
what if Abby get
There,
pregnant again by Divine? Oh, that would be hilarious.
I
now, cause
She
hope
will be pregnant, Ken, but I believe it's gonna be for Chance.
but she been having problems getting pregnant by him, right? That's the reason why she used Devon,
That
right?
yeah,
That
Okay,
right.
was
The
so
whole
now what
reason.
if
before.
she
That
got
was
the real
before.
juice? She
So,
got the
but
real
look,
juice
Ken,
from the real juice.
But look, can we talk because we talked about that last night, I think, before you came into the space. Darling, she summarized it up for us. Before Chance went to Spain or Italy, wherever it was, all the
Mhm.
doctor said, the doctor didn't say that Chance wouldn't ever or never be able to get Abby pregnant. It was just at that time because you remember he had just got shot with all that business that went down with Adam,
Mhm.
and he was still healing. So that was it. They never said he was sterile. He would never be able to, get her pregnant or have
Right.
a baby, make a
Right.
baby. He
Now
just
Abby
needed
had
more time
scarring.
to heal.
Mhm.
And she didn't want to wait. They
She
wanted to
didn't
jump
want to wait.
in there immediately.
Wow.
So
And
Wow.
that's when it's
Abby's
gonna get
eggs were
soapy
viable.
delicious because she is gonna find out she's pregnant. We know it ain't gonna be for Devon because this shit just happened yesterday.
But wait
So
a
it,
minute. When the last time her and Chance been intimate?
I mean,
They
they've
haven't
been
showed it on screen.
intimate. Yeah, they haven't showed it on screen, but they've been intimate. So she's going to find out that she's pregnant, but she's already pregnant. She's going to
The
be
reason the reason
maybe
why I
six to
said
eight
it's gonna
weeks.
be Devon's is because the way that the intensity of that showing, like they made it a point to show it. Rather, it just wasn't like one scene where they was kissing, the next scene they was in the bed, and the next scene they got busted. It was kind of like four whole freaking scenes of them getting down dirty up against walls and pianos and stairs, and then they was on the couch and trying to do it again, and then
Right.
they got busted.
Right. They was even trying to go at it again before
Yes,
they got caught. So
yes,
I'm with Can on this. I
that
said that
sounds
last
like
night
baby
too.
making.
That Abby gonna end up pregnant, but from Devon. I don't see
Exactly.
just
He
like
probably
just
not
like
gonna know
Bubbles
who
is
it is at
saying,
first.
just like
I
Bubbles
think
is
it'll
saying.
be more delicious if they make it Chance because when her marriage blows up, and because see, Abby got to she has to suffer, she has to get the egg, she has to wear the egg on her face because she needs to, when she come down off of her high horse, off of her pedestal, and come back down to reality, because right now she wants to make this Chance fault, she wants to take the blame off of her, but it was
Mhm.
actually her fault because she was the one who was trying to get this here ready-made family together instead of waiting for her husband to come back from
They were both
Spain.
idiots for that.
They were
Both of
both
them.
idiots. So the soap, to me, it would be more soapy because see, here it is. You getting ready to lose your family when you could have had your family if you just would have been more mature about the situation. So you getting ready to lose Chance. You might not even have Devon. Devon might, chase Amanda down. We don't know what Devon could do because this is Devon we talking about. You hear what I'm saying? And she
Mhm.
wind up pregnant, and it be Chances, but she done lost her husband. Now you sitting up there with another baby on the way that's actually for your husband. See, if you would have waited from the get-go, you could have had a family. You could have had a child, a biological child with your husband, but you was moving too fast. Abby was doing, she wanted this when she wanted it. She wanted that when she wanted it. It was everything. It was her. So why not? Why not get pregnant for Chance and be sitting up there looking stupid by
And
yourself?
just let it be messy because
Let it be
It could,
messy.
Divine
it,
and Abby so messy for this shit. So let it be a mess
yeah,
all the way through.
it could still be
Yeah.
soapy messy because she could still be wanting her marriage with Chance and all this and find out she pregnant
Now
from
that
the
she pregnant with
Devon.
Devon again,
Listen,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Devon could be the one like, you know what? I never knew I wanted to be this, that, and the third, and he want to be a full participant. He want to go to all appointments. He want to do everything. I'm gonna need her to suffer being Achilles heel that he is, and that's what she deserve. I mean, let it be some type of love story where she love him, but she gotta be
Well,
with
no. Based on how things are playing out tomorrow, it's not gonna go that way because her prop. This here's the thing, because I think we're about done with Abby and Chance, because we need to get back to Devon and Amanda. Because here's the thing, Amanda is not Hope Logan. Amanda is done. Okay, she basically told Devon to kiss her ass twice and die like she
She
should
said,
have.
she said, thank you for making this shit easy. I ain't got to come back here.
Exactly. Spun on her heels, took her shit, and said, I'ma send for the rest of my things. Go take care of your damn baby. Amanda handled that bitch from start to finish. From the start, when she sat up there, when with Abby trying to rush and find her clothes and run after her husband, she said, help the lady find her clothes, Devon.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. I
Did you
Did
got
you
feel
it.
did you
Do it.
snatch it
Told
off
her, get
of her and
dressed.
throw
Get
it
a
over
good
the
dress.
stairs, or did she peel it off seductively?
and then Devon had the nerve to say, don't do that. I'd have said, bitch, I'm doing whatever I want today, but that's me.
Correct.
What the hell?
And then after Abby ran out of there saying I'm sorry to try to go catch her husband with her shirt all unbuttoned, all her clothes all disarray, Amanda slammed that damn door and got on and started getting in Devon ass right quick, fast, in a hurry like she should have. Threw that damn shirt at him and said, put your damn clothes on since you said we need to talk about this.
That was so good to watch. That was real good.
It was, and because the thing is, Amanda laid it out very succinctly what kind of a effed up deal this was. Because a reminder to the people who don't know, if you've not regularly watched, this is not the first time they've been here. After him and Elena initially broke up, and he got with Amanda, and Elena got with Nate. Elena and Devon slept together twice, and then they ended up telling their significant others about it. So she kind of gave him a pass because she was trying to understand the whole circumstances of him and Elena breaking up, their relationship being what it was, because 11 was serious. And so she let that shit go. And she, like she said, she's like, I really believed that what we had was solid. But here we are again, a whole year later, and it's a whole different woman, and you ain't got no excuses for this time. And she said that she was happy to see through his nice guy, good guy act, because it is an act. Devon is a hoe. From his heart, he is a hoe. He is for these streets. And him and Abby both had the same thing in common. They both kept acting like, when they were explaining this to Amanda and Chance, that because this wasn't premeditated or some sort of long-term affair, that was supposed to somehow make them feel better. It did not
Yeah.
work.
Yep.
This was my
Speak
favorite.
on
Hold,
it.
hold
We
on.
just
Is that true what SB Ryder just said?
What did SB Writer just say?
Oh yes,
This
Amanda asked him, "Did you cheat on my sister too?"
I didn't see that part. Oh my
she
God.
did. She sure did. She said, "Is this what you did? You tell my sister this too? Did you cheat on my
Oh,
sister?" And he was like, "No, I never did." And in my head, I said, "You didn't cheat on her, but you
You
sure
cheated
did cheated
with
with her.
her.
You sure cheated
And
with
she
her."
and tell us how she responded to that, darling. It was so lovely, but she drug
She
him.
said, "Oh, she basically said, I guess I'm just the unlucky sister after all." And she basically told him, and she basically said what plenty of people have said for a while, that she got to a place where she thought that what they had was solid, and that she wasn't just like, what did she say, a poor man's Hillary?
Yep. Yep.
Ooh.
Yes.
She
Oh,
sure
oh, Amanda
did.
went for that
oh
ass. She
She
was
boy.
what?
on
She
his
she
She
ass.
collecting
ate.
juggalos today.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she
So
did.
she said, so they must have got that from Twitter.
Damn.
That
She
Okay,
sounds like
start
ate,
calling
baby.
yeah.
Amanda Juggernaut because she collecting juggalos today. I see. I done missed that one.
Oh yeah. She had his balls on Front Street and ran them right on
Hmm.
over.
And rightfully so. And because he was up, and oh, I'm sorry, Devon was just so pathetic. I mean, and then when he but and then when she's like, what? The only good news is I came here with a pack bag, and I get to turn around and just walk out with it. Like
I
I
laughed.
ain't even. I ain't got to unpack. I'm already ready to go.
I laughed. I
And
laughed so hard.
not exactly, and then not to mention when he got to the part where he was like, "Are you talking about ending the relationship?" My mouth dropped. I said, "Devon, that's the bare minimum. She's talking about ending the relationship. You're damn right she's talking about ending the relationship. You lucky that's all she talking about. Because as far
He
as I'm
asks.
concerned,
He asks surprisingly.
yes, yes, he was. He actually had the gall to think it was a surprise that Amanda was ready to say, you know what, this bullshit ass experiment need to be done and dusted because this is not working. So, and she had plenty to say about it, about the fact that she felt that she wanted to give her love to people who actually need her. Because apparently, because like she said, she's
Yeah.
like, you don't need me. You don't need a damn thing from me. And of course the part that I loved the best, even though all of it was good, what I loved the best was that when he said that he loved her, she said that I believe in your own way you really do love me, but if this is your love, I don't want
Um,
it.
Yeah, she said in your own warped,
Oh, that
twisted
sound
little
good.
way. In your own warped, twisted little mind, I do believe you. You really think you do love me.
Hmm.
Yeah, she
Oh
said that.
wow, that
But
was a
if this
word.
is love,
That was
yes,
a word.
I don't
and
want
Amen.
it.
and
Amen.
and then the baby started crying, and she said, "Go take care of your son, Devon. He needs your love.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Give
And if
him
you want
your
to,
love, Devon."
and if
She
you
out here
want
giving
to,
out Emmy reels, huh?
yes, yeah, and then she said if you want to go to your son to your son's mother too, that's okay by me as well. Like you know what? No, I'm not good. She basically was like, I'm not sitting here having no argument with you about your worthless ass. You've already proven that your ass is completely worthless. There's nothing for me to fight. Like acting like I need to fight for us. There ain't nothing here to fight for. You think because you fine and a millionaire, that's a billionaire, somebody's supposed to be happy with this bullshit?
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh. Billionaire gigolo ass. Hmm.
Just stay
Thanks.
single and be a globe trotting hoe. That's what I
Yeah.
telling him. You not built for no one woman, dude. You ain't never been built for no one woman. You
Mm-mm.
always been about these streets. And if we gonna be real honest about it, Devon got a type. He started out having a crush on Lily. So all of these unattainable chicks that he be blowing through, he really looking for a Lily type. Um,
Hmm.
I said what I said. He's looking for a Lily type. And that's gonna be he gonna be a hoe till he get his Lily type. And she's this little on a pedestal, almost puritanical snob that he can really relate to. And then he'll
You
be
sound like Abby.
That
he'll be
sounds. That's. But you know. Okay.
yeah, he'll be faithful to somebody like that. And then
Ah.
she'll cheat on him and then he'll see what it feels like. Kind of like
That's
when Layla
disturbing as hell.
cheated to Nate.
It really is. I
That's
mean,
disturbing as
yeah,
hell.
because Lily ain't never looked at him like no kind of way, other than yeah, brotherly.
Yeah.
Brothers, yeah.
But he had a crush on her in the beginning when they was
I remember.
When they were teenagers.
I
Hmm.
when they
remember.
was
Yeah.
kids. And
And
then
Yeah.
she
she was
shut him
like, "Tell
down,
me,
yeah.
Lily, I'm from France. I've lived on the continent. You're just a little street urchin like my mom used to be. My dad told me stories.
Mm.
You're so cute. I'm gonna take you home though. Look, just like a little puppy. Come on, Devon, come to the house. We're gonna take you in. My mom will love you. It will just be like memory lane for her. Come home, come home, come home. And then that's how they got Devon.
Yeah, sounds about right, Bubbles.
So he
But
sound
that
like not to be talking about nobody, not to talk about the fashion. So he sound like Liam.
oh yes, he was on Liam Spencer bullshit today. Just like Liam
Damn.
looked pathetic. Yes, it really was. That's why I cringed. Because God knows Brighton is fine as hell. But I was like, oh my God, I've heard this.
That's why I
This
sent
is
that tweet out. That's why I said what I said in that tweet. They can use you over there at Bold in the beautiful Devon, but not here. Nope.
Mm-mm.
he literally was on his on I mean honestly, him and Liam need to post up at the same bar and exchange stories. They really
Mm.
do. I'm sorry if your woman had to throw clothes at you to tell you to get dressed and tell you to so y'all could have this conversation. Mm-mm. It was a whole mess, but yes, that was. I mean, the whole show was decent today, but Lily Devon and Chance and Abby was the best part. Now, have we rounded up on them because I see we rounding the 754. We did have a couple of other interesting little quagmires. Not as interesting as them, but very interesting.
I really don't even know what else
I
happened
I
on the
wasn't on
show.
here
Just
yesterday.
Adam. We had Adam and Jack and Nick.
Mm-hmm.
That conversation played out. And I mean, I'm Allie. I've always been Team Allie from the very beginning. I mean, since before, because we made it a ship before it even happened. You know, when they
Yeah.
were sitting up there fantasizing about before the fantasy started,
Mm-hmm.
I was already shipping Allie. But yeah,
Oh,
Sally, you know,
Can
after
I
that
say?
today, that was horrible.
I wasn't on
Sally.
yesterday because of my migraine,
Mhm.
but I wanted to make it known that I yesterday proved why I always liked the Jill. Jill
Oh
telling
yes, Jill
Lily
told it like it
that
was.
he
Yes.
was an embarrassment of a son and you deserve better. I was like, that's a mama. That's how you
Yep,
play mama,
that's
Jill.
a real mother.
And
Yep.
she,
That's a
yes,
real mama.
she
I,
also
that's
broke down to Lily. This, she's like,
every
I hope, this is what he does. He think
yes,
he's not happy, and he
yes,
goes to look for something to make him happy, and he don't find it. This is a
eh,
cycle. We done been here
yes,
before. I know how this ends.
yes, yes. I was like, read, honey, because if don't nobody know their children, it's the mama. Listen, and she need to listen to it. Why she acting like she know her child more than she do? And I was
I
like,
mean,
you
but
better
what did
heed this
Lily do? But
foreshadow
look at
warning she
Lily's
giving you.
response. Look at Lily's response. Well, I love him and I feel, it's all going to work out.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And Chelsea is his pet project, and she gonna be crying in the corner. Lily is, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what she gonna deserve because Jill already done told her.
She
But
getting
Lily is.
ready
that's
to
all I
lose
want
that
to say.
position. She getting ready to lose that seat, though. I
She
mean,
is.
because that's what Jill was basically telling her. Like, I don't care if you excusing Billy's behavior, but with everything that's been happened, you need your COO and you need Devon. Your people need to be here around the
Not
clock.
to not to mention that she pointed out a very good point. Jill was made a very good point about something. She said even if he isn't happy with the job, she's like it's a letdown.
It's to
Not just
you.
to me, but it's a
Hmm.
letdown to you because if he
Correct.
was thinking about you, he
Correct.
wouldn't have left you in this situation
Hmm.
where you're now down
Exactly.
two COOs at a time when you really need as many people as you can get your
All
hands
hands
on.
on
Support.
deck.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he just resigned because he's not freaking happy. Are you out? Is he out of his damn mind? She was
Or
just
so.
like, I'm so ashamed of him. And I don't
Hmm.
blame her because it's like she said, she's like, Billy's not a college kid. He's not a college kid looking to take a gap year to sort his shit out. This is
Hmm.
she's like, and she said she thought he would have purpose at Chancellor. But that's the thing. Billy is a restless soul and
Yes.
has been for a long,
All
long
as
time.
long as I've known that character. Yes.
Since the day he was born and should have been Victor Newman's. Ooh, I said
Woo!
that. Y'all, I know
Mm-mm-mm.
I ain't the only one that remembers.
Yes.
This boy is
I remember.
I ain't
I
the only
I thought
remember.
he was Victor's for a long time. I just
yeah.
didn't believe that he was John's son until some kind of sex happened. Wasn't that Summer and Billy? That's
Yeah.
the, that's the only time I actually gave up that Jack was I'm sorry, Billy
Victor.
was
Yeah.
Victor.
exactly, because for the longest time, it really did look like y'all show that ain't Victor Child. Y'all show,
Well,
y'all
they made
really,
that
really
timing
show.
like that on purpose. They wanted us to think it was Victor's.
They like to
Still
play with
act like
people's paternity on this show. So yes, I really appreciated Jill coming down, and Jill even said, "Oh, I didn't tell y'all I was coming because I wanted to get a feel for how this place runs on the regular. So how it runs on the regular is your ass is in here doing the work. Devon is working from home doing whatever, getting his boot smoked. But I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that information about him and Abby to make it into the general discourse. I
well,
really am.
Phyllis finna find out about it, right?
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
Phyllis
Amanda tells
already
Phyllis,
know.
it's
and
finna be on the
Phyllis is
front
the biggest
page.
mouth. Phyllis
Oh,
has the biggest mouth in
it's finna
Genoa City. So yes, it's about to be out there.
Yeah, she trying to convince Phyllis trying to convince Amanda to stay, and I'm like, no, no.
I mean, I can't even blame Amanda. Oh, the minor stuff that did happen in today's show, for reasons I do not understand, Elena and Nate are back together. I can't
That was
explain it.
so
Right.
stupid to me. They back together so that she can walk in on him and Victoria fucking in that office.
Exactly. You see, and I saw you commented, and you're right. Victoria had a whole different color for a damn reason.
Her
They
hair
didn't.
is some sort of honey golden. All I thought it was red for the longest time until I saw Phyllis and my eyes adjusted. She's got some kind of blonde something going on, some kind of highlights or something that they did with her hair. Yeah, girl, she feeling herself, and she gonna be feeling Nate. And Poe Elena gonna be just like Hillary, walking in on some
Hmm.
bullshit and packing her bags to leave. I
That's
can't believe.
exactly what happened.
I
Because
have a
at
question. What
Halloween,
is
her hair was dark brown.
I have a question, darling. What
Mm.
is Victoria's? I mean, I feel like she have an agenda. What does she really want to use Nate for?
That's the thing. I'm not clear, but all this praise that she's lavishing on Nate for being a loyal lapdog is it's weird. It's strange.
Yeah, I mean,
It
and
really is.
everybody, even Elena was like, like, okay, this is how she's rewarding you. I mean, she's giving Nate too much, okay, for being loyal to her, but unloyal to his family. This shit don't make sense. I
I'm gonna
mean,
be
what?
very I'm gonna be really by honest. In my heart of hearts, I feel like Victoria is looking for a bottom. And she feel like Nate is
Ooh,
would be a perfect bottom. That's
You
the
did
vibe I
a
not
get.
lie.
bumblebee, a
You did
bumblebee.
not lie.
Hmm?
You didn't lie. You're right.
Okay.
Looking for
That's
a problem.
That's
that
I
it.
100% agree. She looking for somebody that she can lord over.
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
and
she's
and he's just a doctor. He don't have no skills in this.
it's a
Lord have
it's
mercy.
about power dynamics.
Yeah.
Victoria got burned with Ashlyn because Ashlyn was not a submissive man to her.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm,
That was not the type of relationship. Honestly, Ashlyn really could have been a carbon copy of her daddy and shit.
sure coulda.
But the thing is, I feel like her going for Nate, even though it hasn't turned romantic, even though they were talking and he was telling her that he has some personal things to sort out, and she was like, "Oh well, I'm really great at sorting out everybody's personal life but my own." I'm like, "Girl, what? What? Why
Sit
do
your ass down somewhere, Vicky. Your old ass was out here been married 4 times when his daddy was kidnapping him and running away.
you?" Exactly. And so I feel like her coming on this strong, giving him a CEO position out the gate when he really hasn't done anything to deserve it, basically congratulating him on being a traitor to his own family but being loyal to her. It feels like this is all some ass backwards chain reaction to how things went down between her and Ashlyn, and she sees Nate as like the perfect bottom. So she's just going for it. Let me give you this little nice little position. You won't dare want anything more than what I'm giving you, because that's the
Mm,
vibe
mm, mm.
I get from her. It's like that egomaniacal shit where it's like you can have everything in the world, but you can only have it if I give it to you. And
She
don't try
need a
to
boot.
take
She need
nothing
a.
I don't give
She need him to be a bootlicker. That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
you.
pretty
Hmm.
much.
Well, it is 8:02. What we got next on the agenda? I mean, are we gonna be on this forever?
Wait, I think hold on. Let's see. Are we done with the wine? All there was the stuff with Sally and Nick, but it wasn't really much. Jack and Adam talked, but it wasn't really a whole lot. Basically, long story short, Adam realized he fucked up and he should never have broken up with Sally for her to keep the job.
Mhm.
And Sally made the egregious mistake of thinking that a relationship with Nick Newman would be less drama because she just doesn't understand what his position in Genoa City really is.
Let her find out the hard way.
She is. This is gonna be a learning experience for her, but it'll make
Yep.
for an interesting story. But I think that's pretty much it that happened on Wino.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing that was especially striking to me either.
Mm-mm. Not outside of what happened with the foursome who of people who got busted. So are we good to move on to days
Oh
or
yeah.
General Hospital?
Well, let's do GH because GH will go real fast because nothing happened. And that's basically
I
what
saw
I'm
that
saying.
I saw that whack ass fight,
A fight. Somebody had a fight.
girl. Yeah.
I had to go run and get some food from the supermercado. What had happened?
Who?
Okay,
Michael? Was
so
Michael and TJ fighting?
no.
Oh,
Okay, so remember how yesterday, because I didn't get to see everything, I saw part of it. You remember how yesterday it left off with Esme saying that she wasn't trying to let Nicholas off that easy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I didn't think that there was anything really much to that. So the thing is, the hook. Now we don't know if it's the real hook or if it's the fake hook. Oh, Bubbles, let Can and Sam in. I think they got booted out.
Thank you, because I was over here looking at something. Welcome back,
Okay.
lady. Come on in.
Thank you.
Okay. So apparently, the hook showed up looking for Nicholas. Now the thing is, we don't know if this is the real hook or if this is Esme cosplaying as the hook or somebody else cosplaying as the hook. But the point is, the hook showed up at the house looking for a Nicholas ass, and they got into a brawl. Girl, it was the stupidest ass looking fight in the universe. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me see.
Then it can't be Esme. She pregnant.
Yeah,
I
well, that's the
missed
thing.
it. The
I
last thing
don't.
I seen was Liz walking up.
Hold on, let's see. Hold on, because I think I retweeted it. Bubbles, I'm about to tag you in this retweet, and I'm about to retweet what I retweeted, and I'm gonna tag you in it so you can see what I'm talking about. Because it was just I don't know who choreographed. You know how we know people choreograph these things. I don't know who choreographed this fight, but whoever did it, I think they need to go back to choreograph school. I don't know. I don't know how one goes to school for this or
Well,
whatnot,
who was
but
he fighting?
he was fighting the hook. Bubbles, do you think we you could get away with
Y'all got us all
playing that on
confused.
the Twitter?
ABC fixed to shut us down. So if you're not watching this live, you might. Oh, hold on. ABC can't shut us down because this is also on Spotify and Anchor. So you can see the video there if they take it off of the YouTubes.
Wow.
Shameless plug. Shameless.
Hold on a moment.
I love it. I love it.
Come on, guys. Who was Nick fighting? Who is the hook? Do we know?
That's
Okay,
the
here we
thing. We
go.
don't we
There we
Y'all
go.
see it?
Okay, there we go.
Can you see it? Okay. Oh, sound. This is like some West Side Story.
The Jets versus the Sharks.
Right.
So he hit
So
his
was
damn
that
head on the
Liz?
mantle. That's the thing. We don't know if it's the real hook or a faux hook who was sent to fuck with Nick.
It do kind of look like it could be
Child, look the way he
Esme, but
fell at
I
the
don't
end.
think Esme would be putting the baby at risk like that.
That's Liz. That was Liz, y'all.
So
I
that's
agree
Liz.
with Queen Lee, but what the family opera is going on, I don't know. I looked at that and said,
What?
"Child,
The feather
Queen Libra.
I was like, what is this?"
She did that.
The arrow.
I was like, oh my
I want to
goodness.
see it. I got to see it one more time. Just one more time.
Hold on, let me.
I agree because that was funny.
Yes.
Oh my God, y'all got
She
to.
nailed it. That's exactly what it looked like.
It did. It did. Let's see this shit.
Surprised a mask ain't fly off this face.
That's a woman though. It's the
That,
lead from Esme.
he fell though.
But look how
Yeah,
he
it's
said,
that
oh,
last
he
call
said
for
like
me.
that.
It's that last
Yeah.
call, how he fell with his booty tooted up.
That's
Look at
what
his
I was
booty
You
tooted
talking
up.
about,
said
Sam.
his
Look, there you
booty
go.
tooted up.
Oh, what did he
Right.
fall on, y'all? He just tripped on his toe.
Just exactly. That was just weird.
Look at where he
Hold
falls.
on.
Look,
Watch
look.
where he falls.
Lord, Tyler Christopher never would have did it like this. I'm sorry.
Right.
So he twisted. He did trip on his toe though.
Nick That wait a minute, Nicholas got bad balance, y'all.
That was
Ain't
Nicholas.
no
That was
children.
Nicholas.
That's
I thought that was
Yes.
Nicholas.
Drew.
No,
Look,
that's
that's
Nicholas,
Nick.
babe.
Oh, child.
That ain't Nicholas. I can't see
That
my
is
screen. My
Nicholas.
screen
That's
so
That's
dark. It
Nicholas.
look like
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
That's
That's
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
That's Nick. That's him.
Yeah, the hook attacked him. Now the question is it the real hook or is it a faux hook? Because I'm a believer of I am a believer in the there are two hooks theory.
It is too.
There are
And
two
I've
hooks.
It's
always
an
thought it was
imposter.
Esme and Rory. But
It,
Liz walked up today when Esme was hiding behind that wall and something happened. I got busy. So it's looked like she was waiting on her. I mean,
Mm-mm.
but I didn't watch it. I don't know what happened, how it played out. So is that Liz, darling?
I don't know. I honestly do not know. Now the only other thing I know for sure happened on the show is didn't we find out that Truck Nuts is Mac's son?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
it's official.
Damn.
Max.
it's official.
Why did they give
Lord.
that man a grown ass son like that?
Well, he
Because they
didn't
didn't
have
have
no
Mac
family money. He
Scorpio raising
started.
everybody else's children for decades. But to give him a son like this, I'm like, oh
A son nobody wants at that.
Lord. I'm just like, Mac has been the father of half of the. Mac has been the only father in the Scorpio family for ages. He raised Georgie, he
Yeah,
raised Maxie, he raised Robin.
yeah.
He been raising everybody in the universe
He everybody
except
granddaddy now.
yes. And so yeah, so he's everybody's father, he's everybody's grandpa. So I'm sitting over
Hmm.
here like, hold on. Y'all done waited all this time. All this time, clear through the 90s and the 2000s to give Max Scorpio finally a biological child of his own. Not that he's ever differentiated because he's the best father. He's the best father in Port Charles, basically.
Clear,
And
yeah,
and
yeah.
y'all gave him truck nuts.
Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, who's Truck Nuts?
Truck
Uh
nuts. Probably.
Cody. Cody,
Who?
the piece, somebody none of us give a fuck about, basically.
Girl,
That's the
So
remember Cody
somebody that's
had
nobody is Mac daughter or son?
his
What
son.
is it? It's a daughter or son?
it's a son.
Son. It's his
His
son.
name is Cody. He's in some kind of something with Brit. Isn't it Brit? Ain't Brit? Yeah, Brit. This
Yeah.
one I don't like
So
Brit.
what if
Yeah.
that's the freaking killer? What if that's the Max hook guy?
No, because he
Lord,
got
they
the
didn't.
alibi.
Cause
So
where this person just come out of nowhere, like Darlin said, all like from the 99 and the 2000s, he ain't never had no kids. Now he got a child out of nowhere.
yeah, apparently him and Dante are friends from somewhere from some bullshit. Because he first showed up when he jumped out of a plane and ended up dropping into the Metroport pool or something. Well, and when he knocked Brit in the pool, and I'm just like, Lord mercy. So I'm just like, oh, oh,
I
oh.
mean, but if we gonna be honest, Brit was drunk and probably would have fell in the damn pool anyway, because she was drunk and ranting about how she wasn't getting no dick.
Pretty much.
And then Dick fell out the sky and hit her in the head. Literally got hit in the head. She got hit all up in the face with Dick. Cause
Dang.
yep. He knocked her in the pool when he came in with his little parachute. She just got knocked in the face with Dick. And like I said, she probably would have ended up in the pool anyway, because she was already embarrassing herself.
Hmm. Exactly. And I
She was
think the
already
only
embarrassing herself.
and I think the only other thing happened was Michael finally found out about Willow having leukemia. It just took, forever and a day.
And she and her
Yeah, now that she
ex-husband
about to
trying to.
die, but I've been waiting on that little secret to come out so Carly can go ahead on and stand trial for her sins since she been what she's been doing lately, charging everybody up, giving everybody their jackets. So it's her turn now. So I'm happy about that.
It's gonna make me so happy when Michael tells her that Willow
Mm-hmm.
has stage 4 cancer, and the
Mm-hmm.
only thing that can save her is a relative, but we know that Willow doesn't have any living relatives.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
So
That
that
part,
woman
yes.
in that moment or is it gonna take her a good couple of minutes or two to go sit there and talk to Drew? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I promised her mama I would never say nothing, but she's got stage 4 cancer. She could be. It just kills me that Nina gets to be a part of her life again. She's just gonna use this to worm her way back in the wildest life. She's gonna really, yeah. I can't wait till the hammer drops on Carla's big old helmet ass head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. And I love Carla,
Oh
but
wait, I'm
she's got
sorry,
this
I was
coming.
mistaken. Queen Lee was right. Mac was not a match. Cody is not Mac's son. Excuse me.
What
Thank goodness.
happened? Oh well, I wasn't watching all of it today. So he's not Mac, but Mac gonna treat him like a son anyway. So he's Mac's
You know
son.
Mac trade taking every stray in the universe, so you know he will.
Well,
Yeah.
they need to let that guy go. Cody got to go. Because Brit is the actress that's playing Brit still gonna be on GH, or did she leave?
She doing that show in prime time, so they didn't write her off, I don't think. But I guess it's like the GH kind of does like the days equivalent of they're out of town and they can show up whenever kind of thing. Because
Okay.
I don't recall them actually writing Brit out.
Well, they didn't.
See, so technically she's still around. We just don't see her, I guess. Not
Hmm.
that I'm missing her, I'll be very honest.
It was really weird the way that happened because people were saying that they had reported that she was leaving to go back to the primetime show, but then they were like, well, she never confirmed it and her people never confirmed it, but then it was on the cover of Soap Opera Digest, which pretty much confirms it.
Hmm.
So I don't know what they're doing with her. I think she's gone, but they're not saying she's gone, if that makes any sense. Like the whole thing
Yeah.
confuses me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
Exactly.
it makes
it
sense
makes
to
perfect
my guys.
sense. Because that's where everybody's at with it. I mean, we all knew that there was a thing, but she's gone and ain't nobody really confirming one way or the other. So it's probably one of those situations where they just not
Son of a
saying one way or
bitch.
the other, but she's probably the door's open.
Okay, I'm gonna take back what I said. This is what happens when you don't hold my attention. Okay, so here's what really happened. Mac and Cody truck nuts took the DNA test. Cody opened the results. He told Mac it was negative. It was actually positive. He is Mac's son, but he's lying about not being
Oh
Mac's son.
Lord, ain't nobody got time for
I
people
got
bullshit
that's
lies.
what the hell I said
Lord
about this.
have
I was like,
mercy.
what
Who
the
rigged Maury
hell?
Povich? Who
Why is
rigged
he
the show?
lying for? What is he lying for?
I
What's the
don't
point?
know.
What's
He
the
just
point?
I don't know, but for some reason he's lying about being Mac's biological son.
That's
So
why
he
I don't like
is.
these people. That's why I don't like these people. That's why I don't like them. Right there. Right the fuck there. You have this perfect family. Everybody then going out their way
Well,
to welcome you into this perfect family. Whatever.
Simone said he lied because he wants the necklace.
Oh, that necklace is worth a lot of money. But he found it and he got the necklace, Simone. Because
I
they
But
thought
were.
that
no,
was Brit's necklace.
no. I'm looking at a soap. I went to go pull a soap recap, and it has a screen cap of the DNA results in it. And on it, it says there is a 99.9% chance that patient A is the biological father of patient B. That's what the test results say. So for some reason, he's lying about being Mac's biological kid. He is, and he's saying he isn't. Now that's some that's some reverse shit I ain't never heard on soaps, but okay.
So this series, Spencer's love letter on Twitter has a whole thread. Is that what you're reading from? I think Sam
Uh
sent this to me.
okay, what does it say? That's not the one that I was reading, no.
Mac is not Cody's father per DNA test. Cody didn't hesitate to hand the test over to Felicia for her to read the results. But then Mac stopped her and said there was no point. So who knows if he's lying or not? Dex trying to wake up Anna after the crash? Why did I walk in on you in the empty office in the arms of another man? Also, she pretty much live tweeted the show as it was happening.
Hmm. But that's the thing. On the recap that I'm reading, what's her name? Chrissy. She's Canadian. So she recaps everything. She does the day ahead for YNR. But the thing is, the part about Cody actually beat about the test, that happens after Felicia and Mac leave. So apparently, so apparently he went to go. Cody goes to see Britt. Um, she says she needs muscle relaxants. He gives her a latte, and she thinks he's hiding his true feelings about not being Mac's son. And he says something about how he's been alone most of his life, and it serves him well. And then she leaves, and he opens up the test results, and they say he's Mac's son. See, they're gonna make me go and watch this shit on Hulu just to confirm, so we can get this confusion out of here. So for on paper, it looks like, because we got conflicting recaps saying one that he's not the son, which is what he said at the beginning, but they're saying that it's saying he is actually Max Scorpio's son.
Yeah, so at the end, because this thread that she wrote is like a 50 million living thread. So at the bottom, and I read everything. So now she says Cody looks at the DNA test again while alone, and it's a match. Poor Mac.
I know, poor Mac, and pour us.
Yeah.
They let you go through all this, or they let you go. Like I said, he went through the 99s, and 99, 2000, they had no biological child, and this is the one they saddling you with. Poor Mr. Scorpio.
Truck to the nuts.
Truck nuts got a family now. He's been legitimized. He is now a legacy child.
Now talk about legacies, days of our lives.
Child, yes, let's get today's with these
Yes.
40 minutes that we got like sands of this hourglass filling today. Okay?
Yeah.
And it was good. Because can I say
Always.
that I stand Sloane Peterson all to hell, even if she is a minor character? Because sis said it right. When Chad, and not just when she went to go gloat to Paulina about what she did, but when Chad came in talking out his ass, not knowing what was going on, and
Yep.
he offered to run her the money to get the
Mm-hmm.
file, she basically told him, see, nah, this was supposed to be business, but you bitches made it personal by using someone that I had a personal connection with to get what you wanted. So I had to teach you bitches a lesson.
She said somebody she had feelings for, girl.
Yes, that she had
Mm-hmm.
feelings
Said
for.
you mess with somebody that I had feelings for. You used the person that I had feelings for to get what you want. So I just had to show you bitches that I was not sitting around here playing with y'all when I said if I didn't get what I asked for, that shit was gonna get real. Well, guess what? Welcome to the real world, bitches.
I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. Oh, now you want to come correct and say I can get my money tonight? Y'all could have did that shit from jump, and we wouldn't be here right now.
And let me tell you something. I have to co-sign with you on that. I am completely 100% behind you on Sloane Peterson as a character. And Sloane Peterson is a success. She
I,
is a hit and a win. I absolutely love Sloane Peterson.
yes.
I love to see her saute her ass into whatever scene she finna saute her ass into, because we know she bought that bullshit. She always being messy, and I fucking stand.
Yeah, I did. I really was. I was down for her today, and I was also down for Leo, little eccentric ass too, for pretty much the same reasons. It's like, you know what? I maybe also I have a soft spot for marginalized characters. I always have, for characters who always get the downside of things, or who
Yep,
people always think the absolute
the
worst of them.
worst.
Because for
Yep.
me, from a neutral standpoint, Sloan was trying to operate some business. So, and
Mm-hmm.
Paulina, who could afford to pay it, was either gonna pay it or she wasn't gonna pay it. One or the other. Chad said he was gonna front the money for it. But the bottom line is, look, long as you come up with my cash, then it's a done deal. Y'all didn't
Yep.
want to pay. All right, then we gonna roll with this. However the hell it's gonna be. Stop being so cheap. And a bunch of people who rich being cheap at that.
She said,
Especially Pauline. She could afford that. But that's Pauline. That's typical Pauline. She is not about to let anybody blackmail her. She came in like that. So I expected her to do just that,
Right.
not give up the money.
Right. She hired
Hmm.
a legitimate firm, SJ, whatever, to take care of that problem because she wanted to run a clean campaign.
Yep.
So that's why Paulina went that route with SJ, whatever,
and
in
can
order to.
I say that I'm so disappointed in SJ whatever because what kind of fucking Mickey Mouse show is this?
Oh, girl,
Well, she hired
Olivia.
the man that she, just met one night and almost screwed, and she hired him and, you know, don't say
I'm
much for
I'm gonna
Miss.
tell you this much. Olivia Pope never would have been out on a dinner date and not picked up a business call saying, "Oh well, I have the night off."
Right,
Mm-hmm.
just because she trying to get in Alex draws to give him a little piece of her cookie for selling out his friend, somebody that really care. I was so disgusted in Alex too doing
I
that.
was.
And then her just throwing, well, I just decided, since you're gonna sit here and make an ass out of yourself, I might as well let you take me to dinner.
Well, that's how come I didn't feel sorry for Alex, and I'm not gonna feel sorry for Alex if he's on the losing end of a Stephanie and Chad triangle.
Me
I
neither.
am
But
not.
he
I
did feel bad about it though, Sam, when he got the file that night, Halloween, they was trick or treating with Maggie. He did because he
oh
couldn't even have sex with her. He
that
felt terrible.
he
He
didn't. I'm gonna put it
he
to you
wasn't
like
a
this,
total
Sanchez.
dog,
He didn't. He wasn't total dog, but I'm gonna put it to you like this: when Stephanie brought it up at dinner, he more or less said, "Well, basically, if it helped you rethink what you thought of me, then it was worth it."
Yep,
Pathetic.
you said
Yeah,
that.
that's the
I
part
wanted
I don't like.
I
Yeah.
wanted to
Yep,
slap the taste out of his cute little face.
right. Exactly. I'm
Yeah,
not feeling
this is
sorry for him
messy.
because he finna go on the losing end with Chad because Chad is a cutie. Chad with his cutie. Chad is a cutie patootie. Now he
Yes, he
is the
is.
least Demira. Now he is the least Demira, but I can definitely root for Chad over Alex in a triangle. I can
And well,
Oh,
definitely do
Chad
that.
Stephanie.
all of a sudden realized that he's over. He's all of a sudden over Abigail now because he was first he couldn't move on because
Yeah.
I have two children and the love of my life has just
Yeah.
died. Fast forward to him seeing Alex sitting at this table with this girl, and it's, well, you never really gave me a chance to think about it. And
Speak on it, Bubbles.
just, I was just saying all that because I was coming from a place of grief, but fuck it, Abigail is dead. Am I going to become celibate? I mean, you know, so I just, I moved too fast. I wasn't thinking about it when I said no. And now you're out here with Alex. You really want to be having dinner with that guy? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that part. That
Right?
part.
I'm like, what? Hold the fuck up. I don't know
Bruh,
what's going
what?
on in this life of lies. What is
like
Overnight, just
exactly, like
overnight, he had a
ex-
change of heart, Bubbles. Oh, I mean, just out of nowhere.
and what is his anger towards Alex? Alex ain't did nothing to him.
Well, if he was assuming that Alex was the one who told her, but like she said, no, I heard it straight out of your mouth. Alex didn't say nothing. Because the thing is, it's like they're in a rivalry, but it's not one that Chad wants to seem to acknowledge because he would have to actually acknowledge the fact that he's ready to move on from his wife being dead for 5 seconds. And that don't seem like that's something that he's comfortable with yet, so he doesn't really want to do it. So instead he's just being pissy with Alex over anything related to Stephanie, because he's right, because I'll be very honest, both of them are running after her like little lap dogs, and I never find that cute.
Yeah,
Just
never.
disgusting?
Not Stephanie. No, she is. I mean, she is far from a prize.
Exactly. And the thing is, we already know how this equation all works out. Stephanie, if given a choice between Alex in Chad, she's going to pick Chad. So how this is all going to work is like this. She basically was telling Alex, who was not under the assumption this was a date. She was like, "Well, what if it is a date, being trying to be coy?" I'm like, "Y'all a little bit
Mm,
too grown for this, but
mm,
okay, honey, you do you."
I'm over it. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, so what's gonna end up happening before it's all over with is anything that she does that seems to approximate that she's chosen Alex is going to immediately get flipped the second that Chad is willing to say something definitive about wanting to be with her. She will drop him like a dirty habit.
And
And
she will.
exactly. And the long term story complication of this is it all depends on if they ever decide if they want Abigail back on screen. Because what will happen, because this is Days, is just as he has fully moved on, it's going to be just like with Billy, Bo, and Hope. As soon as he has moved on, only, not as interesting. As soon as he has moved on from his dead wife will come back. And then all of a sudden, Stephanie Johnson's name is going to be Billy Reed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe with a kid, maybe without a kid, we don't know that. But all I know is by the time all this shenanigans fall out, I do not want her crawling back to Alex because Chad then threw her to the side because Abigail turns out to be alive later on down the road. Because if that's what happens, I'm gonna be like, Alex, your ass is stupid. If you take her back now after she'd already dumped your ass for Chad, that's exactly how that's gonna go down. I would almost put $5 on that.
Well, we know Chad coming, darling, because I got a feeling, like I said last night, I got a feeling that is going to be the angst that's gonna push Alex to do the takeover, to take over Titan. So,
Mm-hmm.
because right now, I mean, he's respecting Sonny. He's trying to be, remain neutral. That's his, he just stepping in, right,
Mm-hmm.
until Sonny get back full time. But Stephanie she is going to go back to Chad. Chad is going to, as you stated, he gonna feel some type of way, and he gonna let her know he still want her, and she gonna drop Alex.
Like
Alex
a
feelings
bad
gonna be
habit.
hurt, and he gonna go against his brother. I mean, that's how it's gonna end.
Yes, it is. Now, I had now one question. Now since everything was popping off at the bistro, so to speak. I want to talk about Sunny and
Leo,
Leo out on their little
Lord
not a
mercy.
date.
Yes.
yeah. If that's what we gonna call it, not a date, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a date.
it
But
was.
you know what I liked about it?
Mm,
I liked the honest dialogue from Leo about look, I'm a single gay guy here, and you're the only other gay guy I know. I mean, I just get lonely. That to me, that dialogue was so goddamn normal and everyday.
it
Like, yeah,
was.
that's it, it's as simple as that, bro. I'm kind of lonely. I mean, you should get it. You feel me? I loved
I
it.
liked it.
Me
I
too.
liked it because it was real. He
Yep.
said point blank, "I'm the only gay man. I'm basically I don't know no other gay men up in this town. I get and
Hmm.
I get lonely. I
Right.
want to have and nobody and he like he says my reputation is bad, so I don't really have friends.
Friends.
So, but
Exactly.
I mean, but there is nothing quite so endearing as a person just going out there and saying point blank, I want a friend.
Yep.
I
Yep. It was
I really
so refreshing.
It was. And I guess, and I kind of, and yes, I know Leo does have a habit of occasionally doing things that make him a King Kong pain in the ass. Though I'm going to say honestly, while I do accept the fact that yes, he shouldn't have had his ass up in Paulina's damn safe in those
Hmm.
circumstances, all this shit ain't his fault. I'm
It wasn't.
sorry.
It was a mistake. It was an
Mm-mm.
accident. He didn't do it on purpose, and he gonna pay
Or
for it. But I
did he
think him.
though? Or did he? Because if I'm out here on Twitter, on these Twitter streets, defending Leo because he's the type of character that make you fall in love with him. I mean, and it's like, no, no, don't drag him. I mean, he was innocent, but was he really though?
What
I
Sloan
mean,
said is Sloan said she stole it back.
She did, thanks to your
She did.
friend Leo. Now I want to, because yesterday when we was on the yard, I mean, Sam, you said it. I believe you said it. You was like, they had him do that foolishness. I mean, but it was for it was for plot. It was for the purpose of
For the
plot.
plot.
But Leo is not that dumb. So how could he? Why would he turn his back to Sloan? But after yesterday, I'm feeling sorry for Leo. But what if he really didn't know? Because you even said it is unlike him. I mean, he's a scammer. I mean, he's a scam artist. This is what he do. Why would he let his guard down against Sloan? So now I'm starting to think maybe they possibly could have worked out something, a small little,
But
But
that's
he had
the
already worked that
thing.
though.
It
Leo had already worked it out with Paulina. He already had Paulina had already agreed to give him the money.
yeah,
He was just waiting. All he had to do was wait a damn day.
that's
and the
it.
other
He
thing is
couldn't. He
this.
so right. I
Oh,
don't
go
think
ahead.
that he came up with a better plan. He just was being careless. He was just like, well, let me just handle it. He worked for
I
it.
I tend to agree with Sam because here's the thing. The problem is this: the file was in the safe. That is a known fact. And who had the combination to open that safe is also another issue. So there would be no way. The way that he was, Leo was being very, braggadocious about how he was now, the governor's executive assistant. He was really proud of that.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
there's
Yep.
just no way for him to keep that job if he does this with Sloan,
That's
because
true. That's
there's no
true.
way. Yeah, so I just don't think he did it on I don't think he conspired with Sloan because he was
Right.
bragging about how about his job that he was so happy to get and to have, all to turn around to make a deal with Sloan and think he's still gonna keep the job.
Yeah, that's true.
That takes a lot of that he has audacity, but I think that may take even more audacity than he has.
I think that Leo and Sonny is gonna um work
Slip up.
together to clear his name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
because
yeah.
Alex just believes he did it off the bat. Alex already just threatened to gut
Yeah.
He
him. So
did.
I think
And Sonny has a soft spot for Leo. I mean, and he even said that before a couple of months ago, right around the time when Abigail was stabbed. He he admitted it. I think he admitted it to Chad. Yeah. Sonny admitted
yeah,
it
he
to
got a
Chad.
soft spot. Yeah, because he fell for him one time.
He
They was
admitted to
lovers.
Chad that he think he still have feelings for Leo.
Yeah, but just like what's his name said, Craig said that Leo is kind of hard to get over. There's no one like him. So yeah, I tend to agree that Leo and Will is about to have an Leo and
Sonny,
Sonny about to have an affair and cheat on Will. I'm
my
here
poor
for it.
Will.
Chanel
I
finna
am too.
cheat. Chanel finna cheat on Allie with Alex.
You think so?
Yeah, it was in the spoiler coming up for days.
Do you mean Allie? Do you mean Allie's gonna cheat on
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chanel with Alex?
No, Chanel and Alex.
Chanel
Chanel.
and
What?
Alex?
Oh, I can see it. You know why? Because she out here, her life is in the balance, and he the one was supposed to be rescuing her, and he couldn't.
Yep, yep,
And he gonna be comforting her, girl. I tried to save your life. I don't even know.
yep.
And then she gonna end up falling on his dick, or maybe she'll see Allie somewhere in a compromising position with Trip and needs some comforting because she feel like her little girlfriend is slipping away. But I think
I
he gonna
would
be
have never
trying to
called
comfort
that.
her over what's going on, and they gonna end up in the bed together.
It makes sense for Alex to blame himself because he was the one that got the file for Stephanie, and he might feel like it's his fault that Chanel has been arrested. So I can see it happening. Yeah. I like it. I'm here for it.
I could see it. I could see it. I mean, how do I put it? It looks like because Chanel is not because Chanel's not handling this well at all. Because that trash woman is about to eat her ass for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Belle, going to be her attorney at that right second. Trask would have walked out that room with a signed confession because Chanel is not whatever her experiences are in this
She's
life.
naive. Yeah, she's very
Yeah,
naive. Yeah.
she
Can I
ain't
say
built for
something
this
about
type of shit.
Trask?
Gone,
Hmm.
girl.
I absolutely adored seeing Trask the past couple of days. I absolutely love how much Trask loves to haul somebody ass downtown and to get a warrant for their arrest. I love how much Trask loves to prosecute people whether they're guilty or innocent. That's all I had to say on that. She be
And
getting
she
about it.
has a
She
and
lights
Trash
up
has a vendetta against Paulina after everything that went down with
with
Lonnie.
her daughter.
Uh-huh. So she
Hmm.
felt like she had to let Lonnie go and she didn't like that. So this is her payback. This is payback for Trash. But what I did catch today though, when Allie was hugging Belle and they was talking about Chanel and she was, Chanel about by herself and the love and all of that. It looked like Trash. Did we see that expression on Trash's face? It was like I've seen some guilt.
She looked like she felt a little bad.
Yeah.
I did see that
She
too.
There was this
And
flash,
maybe it was
kind of like
concern or
a
something. I saw something.
yeah. There
Because her
was
daughter, we got
definitely
to
something there.
remember she lost her daughter. Kristen killed her daughter.
Yeah.
And they all about the same age. Allie and Chanel about the same age as what her daughter would have been.
Hmm.
So I'm interested to see what happens tomorrow. I liked it.
I was
Hmm.
kind of giggling too over how excited Trask was to have Chanel um, arrested, brought in,
Paulina's
Hmm.
daughter, yep.
She
ready to.
was
Sis was whistling.
get it.
She
Because
was
it was
whistling
Paulina. It
and
wasn't even
laughing.
Chanel. It was just Paulina.
Yeah, she was whistling Peter and the Wolf, y'all.
She loved it. It was. She
I
was
thought that
absolutely
was
kidding.
amazing. She was humming fucking Peter and the Wolf, and I said, "This bitch is gonna hunt y'all."
She. I mean, she lit up like a goddamn Christmas
She
tree. I
did.
was just like, look at Steffi, gynecologist. She is just in her element right now.
Do, 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 do,
She
do.
reminded me of Christine every time Christine thought she was about to prosecute Victor Newman and she
Mm.
would get into yes.
That's a good that was a good reference because yeah, that's the way Trask was today. She was back there in that corner just skinning and grinning. Ooh, her face was just lit up. Her cheeks was rosy, child. Her eyes was sparkling. I was like, this bitch is
Hmm.
loving this. She fucking loves it, and I love it for her. And I love it
Yeah,
for
she
her.
was
I
in
love
her.
a bitch that love to do evil. I love it. There's nothing better
I
to
did
me
too. I
than
mean,
people that love it.
there is nothing quite like feeling like, you know what? I got you, bitch. I got you. And there ain't nothing you could do about it. She was like, oh no, I sent him off to arrest someone. Oh, he'll be back. Don't worry. Like, yeah. And Belle standing there looking like, okay, you're suspiciously chipper.
She even
Oh,
told Sean to make sure to let the camera catch his good side.
that was so funny.
She
So
was,
don't
I
tell me
mean,
Paulina is about to be the next Paulina, Abe, and their little family about to be the next Victor Newman to
well, yeah, because they gonna have to fight off all this scandal because right now she's gonna have to deal with this as the newly elected governor. And Abe, what
yes,
did Abe win? Is Abe
Mayor.
reelected as the mayor?
mayor.
Yes.
Okay,
Now he
But he
did
stepped
mention
down.
that
He
he was going
won
to
it,
step
but then
down.
he stepped down and gave it to his the
Deputy mayor.
colleague. Yeah, the deputy mayor.
Who the hell is his
okay,
deputy mayor, y'all?
I
we'll
don't
find out.
I
know.
We finna find
don't
out.
even know.
I bet we finna find out. I bet you. We're about to find out who the deputy mayor is, and that might be the person behind the person that's
Paulina and
behind
Chanel scandal.
right, the person
Cause we
that Sloan is working for.
exactly because we don't know who
Is
Sloane's client is. She has not let that slip even a little bit.
yes, she slipped a little bit. The only thing
What?
she said so far, definite, was somebody said, "Well, whoever the guy is you work for," and she said, "What says who's to say he's a guy?" That's all she said. So she basically, all we know is that she's not even giving us the fact that it's a man. It could be either one. So there's that.
She's
Hmm.
very.
Y'all, it's about to get good, y'all.
I'm
Mhm.
telling you, Days has been firing.
Yes. It's about
And
to get good, y'all. And I bet I'm really feeling like the deputy mayor or the deputy who has just been knighted mayor is gonna be the one. That's gonna be the whatever this shit Chanel done got herself into.
probably.
Oh my
And Leo
God.
Now
and
I
Leo
really,
and Sonny, Leo and Sonny.
Sonny.
I keep messing them two up. But Leo and Sonny go probably help to uncover who this person is behind Sloan. I
right,
have that
mainly
suspicion
because
because they laid it on really thick with them today about this
hmm
today and yesterday about this friendship.
and about how nobody believes that Leo didn't do this shit on purpose. So he really is going to want to clear his name
Yeah,
Right.
because he's
It
trying to have
plus
a life in Salem.
it
yeah.
plus Will
He
was
wanna
the person
legitimize himself.
plus Sonny was the one that cleared him of the Clyde crime. So,
Yep,
it's gonna be him and Sonny again against the world.
yep. Oh, I love it. I
Me too.
love it,
I
y'all.
I'm
think
here
so.
for it because I'm ready for that affair when they cheat on Sonny.
This
You
shit
mean
is gonna
Will?
be
Or
delicious. And
Will.
he dropped those
Yes.
adjectives today when he told Leo, when Sonny told Leo this ring actually means something. And I was like, oh. When they start talking like that, it's finna be some shit.
Yep.
Well, this is Salem, honey. Almost nobody's relationship is bulletproof.
It's gonna
It's
be sweeps. I mean, the ones just gonna end, and the ones just gonna begin. Just like Jada and Eric and Eric Cole. I can't wait for Eric Cole. They finna be busting down on Friday. I heard, guys.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
oh, definitely,
But what about
definitely.
Philip? Could Philip be coming as the deputy as a new mayor?
Hold
Because we
on.
don't know. We don't have a date,
Hold
but
on.
we
Sam
know
said they
he's
finna be
coming
busted
back.
down on Friday.
Yes.
So you mean they finna like bust it wide open?
Yes.
Yes, darling.
Oh,
Eric,
Bust
okay.
Eric
it
and
Thank you
wide
for
Nicole.
that.
open.
Thank you for that spoiler, cause I watch
That's
it then.
always been a work in progress.
I didn't
Can
know that.
can you need to be on days? Like I don't even know why you not on days already.
I know. I know. I'm
I
coming
mean, you
aboard.
really
Look,
need to. Yes,
I'm coming aboard. I'm slow. I'm getting my passes and my itinerary ready. I will be on the ship soon. Okay.
it's not
Okay.
gonna take long,
Now,
can can. I'm telling you, because you already know the old players. You familiar
Yeah.
with it. I
Yeah.
mean, so yeah, it's not gonna take you long to catch up.
Okay. And plus,
say,
whatever I need questions, I just ask you.
Of
oh,
course,
of
you know
course.
Yeah.
this. You,
Now,
you
one
better
thing.
call me.
One
The heck
thing
did
that
they
I'm
cast
looking for.
Jackie on to play opposite? That's all I really want to know. But I ask y'all that later.
Now, what I really want to know is, and this is the part that I was waiting on, was that Belle asks because she's representing Chanel. She wants to see what's in that file. Well, guess what? Me too. All we know, we have very limited information on the crime. Just that somebody ended up dead, and Chanel is supposedly responsible.
So I
Mhm.
have
Suspicion of
two
murder.
things. I have two things about that because my first theory was it was probably something that happened in college, like an accidental, they were partying because, from Allie, from the conversations when Chanel first came on Canvas, the conversations they were having, they were friends when they were going to school in Italy and they partied like rock stars all day, every day. So I'm like, it was probably an accidental overdose, and they tried to cover it up, kind of like how they did with Kyle and Theo, how
You
that
know,
went down. But when
mm,
Pauline came back, she did mention that Chanel's biological father passed away. So, but they never went into it. We never got a backstory. It was just that he was dead.
Hmm.
So I'm wondering if that's gonna be the backstory. Is that gonna be the thing that come into play?
Well, I hope they ain't gonna say she killed her daddy.
I mean, but I don't know. But if it's a theory. I mean, but what?
I swear, this better not be no Serena Vanderwoods and type secret from the first season of Gossip Girl. where she was partying with somebody and passed them something and they OD'd and and some crazy mess like that.
I think it will be, darling. I feel
It
like that's
probably
probably
will.
what's gonna be. Yep.
Because think about it, Chanel is so innocent. But we also know that Chanel is a very open minded, experimentative young lady. So she probably was at a party. Somebody was popping mollies or something, and she gave one to some. Hell, she probably could have even been set up. That could be the story, is that somebody was jealous of her. They gave her some shit that was laced with something that she shared with a friend, and her friend ended up dead. And
That was
she
the
ain't got
first.
no way to prove that she got that shit from somebody else, or whatever. It's just on her because she ain't got no other proof.
Kind of like
Yep.
your hand was the last one on it, so you the one who got to take the dive because it
Yep.
really doesn't. Whatever it is, it's pretty clear that it's not. It's not like a malicious thing. It's either that or something crazy like she was driving a car and the passenger died or some shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those type scenarios.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, because we know that she's not a malicious type person. So
Of course not.
yeah, so that's gonna bring some interesting stuff though, because I really do love this whole political swing they got going.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know why, but I'm enjoying it. Maybe because I'm totally out of the real life politics right now, but I'm
Mhm.
finding it absolutely fun, and I can't wait to see more of spin from Stephanie Johnson while they try to spin all this bad misfortune that Paul has befallen upon Paulita. Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Stop.
Oh Sam. Don't do that.
No, ma'am. That is contagious. Look what
Sam.
you started. Look what you have
Oh my gosh. I'm
started.
holding mine back. No, Sam, how could you?
I'm trying to fight words.
Sabotage.
Thank
Listen,
you.
nope. I have formed a habit with you guys, and now towards the end of our habit, this is what my body does. So
She
I'm.
said
This
she
is
don't care about us.
right. This is life. This is what happens. This is my body saying,
She
"Girl,
done
you
got
know
too
it's about that
comfortable with us,
time."
Bubbles. You
Yeah.
know that's what happens when you get comfortable. That's family. Sam is family now.
She said she done took off her bra and a girdle and was
Yes,
on get what we get. And I
that's
ain't mad.
family. She is comfortable now.
I actually am still sitting in the living room. But I am comfortable. I am, but I'm just letting y'all know that I formed this habit, and now by the time 10 o'clock hit, I literally be my eyes be dropping, and I pop around on the phone a little bit and end up knocked out. The phone be looking at me. I love that habit. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm an old lady, and I start going to bed early. That's fine.
Well, listen, we gonna have to wrap it up because you done sat here and put the sleep on me, honey. I got to download these episodes and reload them. I hope I make it through it.
Oh
If
yes,
the replay
yes.
don't get posted tonight, know that my ass is asleep on the keyboard. Thanks, Sam.
So I'm gonna
Now,
do my best to keep it in from here on out.
oh, I will say if anybody wants a longer version of that fight with Nicholas and the Hook, the official GH page did tweet out a 3 minute clip for
You
that.
have got
So
to be.
listen.
I'm going to watch that
I'm
tonight
going to
because I
watch.
have to see him fall again.
I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
it while I'm downloading the episodes. I'm gonna try to do two things at one time. Try to take myself to bed because I have to do a mail merge tomorrow, and I ain't even half asked what wrote the letter that goes with the mail merge, except for hello. That's all
Oh,
I
all
wrote.
right.
Is
Now,
hello.
oh, one thing I would like to point out, since we look like we finished up with our wrap up, as we talked about a bit earlier, it has come to the attention of several of us that for some reason the CBS soaps accounts for Young and the Restless and that fashion show ain't really been doing shit on Twitter the last this week, which is unusual.
Somebody said they trying to scramble to get their backup plan in place because they ain't paying for this shit either.
That's what I say. That's what I said. I said I think they're worried about the muskrat taking down or taking this entire app down, which is very possible because I mean, oh, I don't know if anybody else out there is aware of it. I know the people who are in or here is aware of it that the new owner of
Mm,
Twitter had this big call with the
mhm.
advertisers, and everybody who was verified was basically sitting in that call 70,000, 90,000 people deep. And
112
Mhm.
when I left. It was 112,000 people on that call when I tapped out.
right. So all of us little non-verified people got to come sit in ear hustle with everybody else. And there was nothing that he said in there that inspired any kind of confidence. If anything, I think things are a bit worse because now the it looks like the advertisers know for certainty that this is a shit show and it's gonna stay a shit show. And I don't know if y'all have seen them since that $8 verified thing went through where you don't have to be verified. The platform is awash with impersonators posting very strange and questionable things
Yeah.
with blue check marks.
Yeah.
And
I'm
It
glad I
hasn't
the
haven't
gotten to
seen
me
it.
yet. It hasn't gotten to me yet. Because I stay in soap Twitter. I try to keep my bubble very small because I don't want the outside world breaking through to the one thing that I enjoy in my life. So politics and Elon Musk, I sat in
well,
that little call, but I didn't listen to, I mean, I don't let that stuff get into my Twitter.
well, so far they done had somebody impersonating LeBron James saying he was leaving, leaving his
And
team.
listen, so the part of the call that I heard that made me throw my hands up like that man in the meme.
Mm.
So they asked him, so if you're gonna let everybody be verified with a blue check mark, well, once upon a time, the blue check mark meant that you was somebody different that needed to be verified. So now, if you're giving everybody a blue check mark, how do you know who's real? This motherfucker gonna say, well, if you've got a phone and a credit card, that's verification enough for us. You get a blue check mark. You get a blue check mark. You get a blue check
Full
mark.
on Oprah. You get
Your,
one. You get
your
one.
credit card and your telephone will garner you that beautiful blue check mark.
Like those are hard things to get spoofs of. That's the part that's hilarious.
And
It
it's
don't.
like, oh, but no, dude, did you see there's a new thing? Like if you click on the people who paid for it, I don't know if this was a joke or if this is for real because I didn't follow the
It
thread.
is for real. That it'll say that they're either, yes, everybody who's verified, if you click on their blue check mark, it'll tell you that either the account is verified because it's notable for government, news, entertainment, or another designated category, or it'll say, oh, they just paid for Twitter Blue.
That is some stupid shit. And that doesn't verify anybody. You
It doesn't.
all you doing is verifying that people got money to spend.
Right.
Exactly. Like you even have Pop Base who posts like entertainment news. They've been on since 19. They got about 400,000 followers, but they were never verified before. And if you click on their blue check mark, it says this account is verified because it is subscribed to Twitter Blue. So that apparently that is how people are supposed to be able to tell the difference between the old verifieds, like the real life, really you confirmed your identity verified, and the not and the not verified,
Well,
so or the I paid for it verified.
I would be pissed because before this, Twitter Blue was what, $1.99 a month, $2.99
Mm-hmm.
a month. Now it's $8.99 a month. Y'all done got screwed. They raised the price on y'all. I wouldn't be paying for it. I'm like the rest of the people. I'm not going to leave Twitter. I'm not going to close my account. I'm just not going to use it. I'm just not going to pay for it. Now, if you want to
Oh,
scrub me
I'm gonna just sit here and watch this shit burn.
right, I'm going to sit here and watch it burn until they tell me I don't have access no more.
So yeah, that's what I don't. You know what, guys? I'm sitting up here listening to all this, and I really am confused as to what or how what the user experience is supposed to be. If you are using Twitter and you don't want to pay for Twitter Blue because I don't give a damn about a check. I gave a I gave a damn about a check when it meant something. You know, hopefully one day I'll be important enough to need a check. But no, I don't give a
Mm.
damn about a check now. But so what is the user experience supposed to be? When I pick up my phone and hit the little blue icon and it opens up, what am I to see next? If I can't see it links except for somebody that paid them to be on Twitter, I don't get it.
Well, okay. One of the things that Musk confirmed, and I guess this is part of what is of concern to a lot of people, is that if you're paying for the blue check mark, because keep in mind that's all you're doing. You don't have to prove shit. You just got to give him $8. That's it. $8 a month, and you get the check mark. Is that the blue check mark is now going to get you, I guess you could say, priority service, so to speak, meaning that tweets for not so much for us because we kind of exist mainly in soap Twitter or entertainment Twitter. Okay, like we all have really certain circles that we all seem to move in. Okay, like for me, I exist in soap Twitter. I exist in like maybe some other TV Twitters, like if they had House of the Dragon or Euphoria or something on, and like maybe cute cat dog video Twitter. I mean, I'm very blunt. Yeah, my Twitter is not that complicated. But for people who are more branched out on the app, people who have a blue check mark that they paid for will get priority over people who have not paid for it. Meaning that you could have posted the most funny, irreverent damn tweet in 20 years. But because you don't have a blue check mark, it's not going to show up as much as somebody who does have a blue check mark. Basically, it's like kind of stacking the deck for making something go viral. If you're not a blue check mark, that's going to be a lot harder because it's that kind of thing.
Also, wouldn't it also be something like easy to be like viewed as like identity theft, like they did with him? There are so many Elon Musk accounts. You know what I'm saying? And that can have fraudulent pictures of him. And you check the first blue check box one, you're not gonna go and see if it says, "Oh, this has been verified for entertainment and for music and for all this other bull crap." Other than just saying Twitter blue, you just gonna see a blue check. And okay, this got to be him. It got the picture on there.
The scams are already running, and that's what people were trying to kind of sort of point out to him, was that you do realize that in his idea that well, they're not going to really waste the money on this is ridiculous. It's like, sir, yes they will. That's not much money to waste if you're a scam artist. Scamming is an
It's an
investment.
investment. $8.99 is an investment in the scam world.
Exactly. So now, right now, you have all kind of checkmark badges of accounts impersonating like Rudy Giuliani and Elon Musk and all kind of people. Basically, what everybody said was going to happen with this so-called verification system that's not verification. That
Right.
this is exactly what we were going to get, and that's what we're getting. And now, me myself, I'm just looking at it for entertainment purposes, but I know that it's an area of concern because, like they said, they don't want people doing this with like official government accounts or people
Right.
who or like who wants somebody to get on here and impersonate Jerome Powell and try to crash the stock market or some crazy shit like that.
President of the United States account. You at the White House. But
But
it's
you know, it's
902, y'all.
yeah, it's not
Oh,
no.
it sure is.
So, guys, don't forget there will not be a show tomorrow because I have a scheduling conflict. So, there will not be drinks tomorrow or Friday. If we don't have a bowl live on Friday, I'll try to schedule Friday to make up for tomorrow. But if we, by some chance, I see people are asking for Krista and Torsten for Bowl Live tomorrow. I mean Friday. I doubt we'll get it, but keep your fingers crossed because if it happens, we'll be real lucky and there won't be one. But if they don't have a Bowl Live, or if it's somebody that I'm really not going to be interested in, because I don't,
Correct.
yeah, I don't want to talk to Katie. I mean, I
Yeah.
love her at the time. I'm like,
About what? Oh gosh, or Wyatt or something. What the hell for?
I would have to talk to her about Young and the Restless. Tell us about that time Gary locked Victoria in the Newman treehouse.
And how come And speaking of Bold Live, it'll be the second one that she'd have been in. I mean, everybody else have been in about 3 or 4 times. Every time they have a live, she got to go on one of her coworkers' Instagram live. She ain't done no Bold Live in a while. Is that kind of strange?
We never
I
got
mean,
Rena Sofa. We never got Rena in a bold live either.
Ever, ever.
I think she told him to kick. I think, you know what? I think with Rena, I think Rena has really probably had been halfway out the door for her whole last year. So for her, she was probably like, I'm not even gonna waste the time to go do this or waste the fans' time. Cause you know how Casey, you can't really give away any spoilers while you're up there. And but they want you to, they want you to interact. And if I was halfway out the door of my job, go and do some, that's like them saying, oh well, yeah, you can come out and do the public relations stuff for us. No, I can't. Get somebody else.
I would, because you asked for this exit interview. By God, you're going to get it.
No,
And this shit is live, and it's live, and it's live. Okay, I dare you to cut me off in the middle of this live and talk about it, some technical difficulties. I dare you. Okay, guys, we got to go now. It's 9:04. We're wrapping up. Thank you guys so much for being here with us tonight, and the folks out there in YouTube who are always with us. Thank you so much. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, you might want to do that, and you also might want to follow us on something like Spotify or Anchor or Google podcasts, or the thing over there on the iPhone. What do they got on iPhone? Apple Chats? I don't know, but
It's Apple. It's just Apple Podcast. That's just Apple.
Find us on Spotify because it's a video, and so you can see the clip from ABC, because they probably gonna shut us down on YouTube. If I'm being honest, they don't like it when we share like that. So you got options to keep up with the show and to see things. Just remember that. And thank you guys for coming out, my co-host and everybody else. Thanks for making this.
Thank you, Bubbles.
thank you, Bubba.
Thank you, Bubbles.
Yes, thank you, Bubbles, and thanks everybody in YouTube land. Can, did you have something?
It's too late. I don't want to run over. I'll talk to y'all personally.
Okay.
Do you want to talk after the broadcast?
We could.
Okay. Well, we'll end it, and we'll see you guys later.
All right, y'all have a good night.